In the 17th and 18th centuries, most wealthy people in Europe and America had at least one finely crafted game table in the drawing room for cards and conversation after dinner. Today, game tables aren't just for the wealthy, but for anyone who enjoys this fun and functional furniture. This modern game table does double duty. Flip the game top over and it becomes a dining table. When it comes to space saving, this table's a game changer. A saw carves kiln-dried maple boards into thick strips, helped by a laser scanner so the saw can make clean and judicious cuts. An equipment operator scrutinizes the strips for knots and other defects and marks them with orange chalk. Another scanner detects the orange marks, enabling a saw to cut around the defects as it chops the strips into shorter lengths. The next worker dips one side of the strips in polyvinyl acetate, a super strong glue. The next worker arranges the strips in a specific order, alternating the grain to balance the wood's expansion and contraction forces. He clamps them tightly together and allows the glue to set. Workers sand the top and bottom and trim the sides to produce one of the rim segments. A computerized router now moves from one segment to the next as it carves slots for poker chips and drinks. It then drills holes in the sides for the wooden dowels that will be used to join the 8 table segments. The segments are now ready for assembly. A worker pipes high-strength adhesive in grooves along the edges and into the dowel holes. He inserts the dowels in the holes in one side of each segment. He arranges the segments in a circular pattern and inserts the dowels in the corresponding holes. He pulls the 8 rim segments tightly together with a strap clamp and leaves the glued configuration to cure overnight. This permanently bonds the table rim segments. The next day, a computerized router rounds the outside of the rim. It also trims the inside of the rim and forms a channel for the insertion of the center of the game table. The game table rim is now complete. With the rim now game side down, the next member of the team pipes more of the super adhesive into the inner channel. He inserts the dining table surface. This maple center has been precision cut to fit into the groove in the rim. Using a rubber mallet, he taps the tabletop to entrench it more firmly in the groove. He flips the tabletop back to the game side and installs 16 screws on an angle to tighten the top to the rim. The screws serve as a clamp system to hold the table center in place as the glue cures. With the center now bonded to the rim, a worker sprays a base color and then a wood stain onto both sides. This highlights the character of the wood and gives it a warm tone. A worker then applies 2 coats of a urethane varnish and sands the finish between the coats. Then, workers assemble a pedestal base and install a piece of laminate in a stained maple frame. This creates a storage compartment under the tabletop, as well as providing a foundation for the tabletop to sit on. The team transfers the pedestal base to the table foundation. They bolt them together, which creates the support structure for the tabletop. Back to the game tabletop, a worker installs a cloth-covered padded insert. This will serve as a smooth and cushy surface for card playing. And with that, workers finally transfer the game tabletop to the base. The games can now begin.